Alright guys, in this video today we are going to be unboxing this Nakto electric bicycle. This is the Super Cruiser 75 watt one, so this is the most powerful from Nakto. I just wanted to show you how this is packed. It's packed really well. So this was just brought to my house and the delivery, very hassle-free. It was dropped in the driveway, but very well packed. Let's get started on removing everything. Flipping it over. There we go. There we go. We have a zip tie here that we'll have to cut. I'm trying to not damage anything. Here's some instructions. I'll probably read them later. A warranty card. There we go. The way it'll stand up. Alright, let's install the handlebars. And it's pretty loose. Here's a spacer, remove that. These things are here so you can adjust it. You might want the handlebars a little bit lower. You can remove the spacers and just figure it out, everything. So here we go. And that's the position. So I'm just gonna thread this back on there. Now we're gonna have to tighten these so you have some control. And this is just the key that they sent. I believe it's like 4mm. Just like that. It's going to have a little bit more flex. So this thing, you got this lever, and you just kind of push it up. And the reason you do that, that's a very ingenious way of doing it. Because the battery is right here. This would get in the way of pulling out the battery, like that, and then you can reach out and pull the battery out. That's really clever to pull out this. And there we go. Using a 3mm, I'm going to get the speedo loosened. This stem is going to go in between the clamps are going to go in between the stem here. And there are these rubber things here for vibration, but I don't think they'll fit on the handlebar. Right there. Tighten it a little bit. The spacers or the washers that we got from the computer, we're going to hold on to them. They might be valuable down the road if you get different handlebars or something. So these are always useful. There's 2 bolts here we're going to have to tighten. That's the brake caliper to the frame or to the fork. So tighten it and then give it 1/4 turn. Don't over tighten it. You don't want to strip the metal. Route it this way through the rear. I believe that's how it should be. Using a 10mm, I'm going to remove this bolt in the front to attach the fender. And this is also the light mount. So there's going to be a nut in the back. We're almost ready to go. Now I'm using my own tools to adjust it and to work on this, but the kit does come with its own tool set. There we go. Using a 10mm, we're going to remove this bolt on the side. So we're going to remove this. Now we're going to bring the metal fender mounting point this way. Now make sure that this is not hitting anything. Let's get the other one. Alright guys, we are almost done here. In the bag where the pedals come, they do provide a kit, but I haven't been using it because I have my own toolkits that I prefer to use. But this is the pedals. We're going to install those next. Very surprised that the pedals that they sent are metal. Usually you get plastic pedals when you buy any type of bike, and then you switch them out for metal pedals, but this is it. I mean, this is actually like a good feature to have. So the left one is left, the right one is right. Then 15 millimeter, get it in here. I might lubricate the pedals, but there we go. Get this nice and tight. And now the right pedal, put it on the threads and turn it clockwise. The left, counterclockwise, right, clockwise. But to adjust the brake, you would do this. And adjust the brake using this to tighten it just a bit. That's actually raising the arm a bit. You see it moving up, so that might be the case. Okay. If you need to make adjustments to the front lever, usually you can do them here. I adjusted a little bit at the bottom, but if you want to adjust it, just simply move this barrel counterclockwise and it'll tighten up the cable. It's going to be pushing it, pulling it. And then move this to tighten it and to keep this locked in to the original. To remove the keys, they attach them to the bars here. Just clip the zip tie, and they come with 2 keys. Battery, this is why you need this. You flip that forward, and then it's locked, and then put it to the on position, and you can remove it. You can see it's quite a big space. I do love it. Like the battery's fairly large, and the battery just slides onto these 4 prongs at the bottom. So all the electronics are here. And you know, one of the things you notice with the new e-bike kits that you get everywhere, that it's kind of messy. There's like all of these wires routing through everywhere. And if you have your own bike and you put a kit on, it doesn't look as clean as this. I mean, all the electronics I hear, there's Phillips screws, and I'm sure the speed controller is in here. And that's a much better way to go about it. You know, it makes the bike look so much cleaner. And note that the fuse is on the left side, or yeah, the right side. And you know, that's one of the problems. I've bought electric bike kits before, and the fuse was inside the shell of the battery. And I've had to return the battery because the fuse went out for some reason. So this is a much better thing, having the fuse very accessible. So to fit it in, just kind of slide it into that plastic, slide it in, and it's connected. Now we can turn the key, remove it. All right, I got my compressor going, and you need 5 to 30 PSIs. I'm actually going to put the tires at 25. I'm just going to measure it first and see where they're at. Yeah, really low. All right, and I'm about 25, 26. On this wiring loom, you have 2 wires, this one and that one. You're going to connect this with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove a little bit of this plastic. This will go like that. So these 2 connectors are going to connect to each other, red to red. One is a male and one is a female. There's like these little notches, so you shouldn't be forcing this. There we go. There's also 2 arrows. There we go. That's one. And now the yellow, just line them up, and we're connected. On the handlebars, you have a mode button, but you have a very hidden button here. You're going to push it and hold it, and your dash is going to light up. I'm just going to go around all of these bolts and make sure they are tight, including the axle bolt. Don't assume that it's on tight from the factory. So put all my cables. This is just tightening all the stuff that I don't want to come apart while riding. And the fender bolts. Let's remove this. Well, we're done with the assembly of the Nakto Super Cruiser. This is the 750 watt version, so this is the most powerful one that they offer. You can go to their website and order it. It comes right to your door. And if you're worried about assembly of an electric bike, the first electric bike that I did was a little bit harder because it was a normal bike and I had to get the kit and I had to deal with controllers and wiring. This one pretty much is plug and play. You just put everything together. You just need to use the tools that they provided, but it's very easy setup, and for the price, I think this bike looks great. All right, in the next video, I will be doing a couple of tests. We're going to take this into the streets of Washington, D.C., where electric bikes are all the rage, and I can't wait to ride it. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video.